Have you ever wanted to make your own action sequence, like a fight scene for your project, but had no idea where to start? I found the best workflow to create your own fight scenes using nothing but AI, and the whole process can be done in less than 15 minutes. So in this video, you're going to learn a complete workflow for building cinematic fight sequences. From the story all the way to a finished project with consistent characters, a real location, and a narrative arc that actually lands. Before we generate anything, we need a story. You can either write your own script, but what I do is open up Claude and give it a simple prompt asking for a short story outline for a multi-clip action sequence. I'll paste in this prompt which describes the setting, the characters, and the kind of arc I want. What it gives back is a tight description I can use as the foundation for everything that follows. That's the whole story, and it already tells me exactly what needs to happen in each clip. Every single generation I make from here is going to serve that story, and that's what makes the final result feel intentional instead of accidental. Because when you're building a cinematic sequence and you want every clip to feel like part of the same continuous scene, you need something to anchor all of it before you start. Without that anchor, each clip ends up pulling in a slightly different direction, and no amount of editing brings it back together. So now that we have our story locked, we need to build everything that's going to appear in it. To create our AI fight scene, I'm using Higgsfield. Once you log in, go to the navigation bar at the top and click on Cinema Studio. This is a tool that's unique to Higgsfield, and you can create cinematic images and videos with so much control. It's like you're actually directing. If you want to follow along, I've left a link to Higgsfield in the description below. Before we make our videos though, we need to create our assets. If you start generating without them, you'll end up having characters and locations that shift between clips. But building everything up front is what keeps the whole sequence from falling apart later. So let's go through them one by one. Make sure you're in image mode. The first thing we need is our main character. This one is based on me, so I want the AI working from a real face reference rather than inventing something from scratch. Leave the model selector on auto. What auto does is tell the AI to focus on executing the prompt without adding its own stylistic interpretation on top, which is exactly what we want when we're working from a real photo. I'm going to upload a picture of myself as the face reference, paste in the character prompt, and generate. What we get back is this character sheet with 4 different angles of our character. This is important because when we start animating, the AI will be able to see what he looks like from every angle, which will give us maximum consistency. He looks just like me, but he's now dressed with an outfit that matches the whole setting we're creating. Now to save him, go to Upload Media, click Element, then New Element. Upload the image, give him the name Connor, set the category to character, and hit save. Our first character is done. Now our second character is completely fictional, so this time we're not working from a reference at all. We're building him from scratch, and for that we're switching the model. Click the model selector and swap it from auto to AI cast, and then click on Build Your Cast. This opens up a completely different workflow with a structured character builder where you're selecting from categories instead of writing a prompt. And the choices you make here actually shape the output in a very specific way. For our scavenger, I'm filling it in like this. Genre is action. Budget is 200 million, and that number matters because it tells the AI to treat this character like a big budget film production, which pushes the quality and detail up noticeably. Era is 2020s. Archetype is rebel since he's our antagonist. Gender is male. Race is white. Age is 45. Body type is muscular. Height is tall. Facial hair is beard. Details are tattoos. Outfit is workwear. Every one of those choices is doing something. The rebel archetype pushes the face towards something weathered and intense rather than clean cut. Workwear with tattoos gives him that junkyard appropriate look without me having to describe it in a paragraph. And the 200 million budget setting alone makes a visible difference in how polished the output looks. Hit generate, and there he is. He looks perfect for our fight scene. His whole vibe matches the junkyard style we're going for, and he'll fit nicely as the rival. Save him the same way and name him Scavenger. Both characters are done. Now we need our setting. Switch the model to cinematic locations and set the resolution to 2K and the aspect ratio to 16:9 so it matches our video output exactly. The prompt describes a vast daylight scrapyard. This is where the fight will take place. Let's generate. What comes back is genuinely cinematic. The light is harsh, the metal textures have real depth, and that open dirt clearing in the center is exactly what we need. It gives the characters room to move and the camera room to breathe. Cinematic locations is the perfect model for when you want to create a setting like this. Save it under the location category and name it Junkyard. 1 asset left, and this one carries the most story weight of all 4. The kinetic core is the object that shifts the entire fight. When the scavenger gets his hands on it, everything changes, so it needs to look important. Switch the model to Soul Cinema. This is Higgsfield's cinematic image generation mode, and it's built for detailed, high-quality single object renders, which is exactly what we need for a prop. Keep the same resolution and aspect ratio, and write your prompt. I'll paste in this and generate. That blue glow reads immediately as something powerful. The brushed steel texture gives it real weight, and the clean background means we can use this as a reference in our video prompts without any other visual element getting in the way. Save it under prop and name it core. Now that all 4 assets are built, we can start creating our videos. But generating multiple clips that feel like one seamless sequence is very different from making a single video, and most people don't know the right way to do it. Stay in Cinema Studio, but switch from image mode to video mode. Load in both characters and the junkyard location. You'll see an emotion selector below each character reference. Click the smile icon and set Connor to vigilance and scavenger to rage. That emotional direction feeds into how the AI generates their expressions and body language, and it makes a real difference in how the scene reads on screen. For the settings, genre is action, duration is 15 seconds, resolution is 1080p, aspect ratio is 16:9, audio is on, and shot control is set to smart. The prompt for this first clip describes Connor and Scavenger trading hooks, and it's our opening scene. This already looks really good. All 3 of our assets stay consistent, and intense action like this is usually very hard for video generators to get right. The motion is physical, and you can already read the power dynamic clearly. Scavenger is winning this round, and that matters for the story. When he first throws Connor at the car, the physics are a bit unnatural, but considering how smooth everything else is, this is impressive for an AI model. That's our first video done. Now for video 2, and this is where the chaining system comes in. Go to Upload Media, then Video Generations, pick the video we just made, and save it as a video reference. This is what keeps the sequence continuous. The AI uses the previous clip as a visual anchor, so the characters, the lighting, and the environment stay consistent from one clip to the next. Without this, each video would drift and the sequence would fall apart. Characters and locations stay the same. This time, we're also adding the core as a saved prop. I'll also change the emotions. Connor moves to anger and Scavenger moves to amazement. Everything else is identical. The prompt for this clip is doing a lot of narrative work. It's structured into multiple shots so that Cinema Studio can create different angles from just one prompt. When creating a cinematic sequence, this matters a lot. I'll paste it in and generate.
Stay down.
That slow motion is extremely cinematic, and the cut to Scavenger finding the core has the exact right pacing. This is a great cliffhanger that makes you want to see what happens next. Save this video as the new reference with the same process as before. All our images are also uploaded. I'll just change Scavenger's emotion to ecstasy. That contrast on the emotions is doing real work here. One character is pushing through something terrifying, and the other is experiencing something powerful, and you want the AI to feel that difference. I'll paste in this and generate. The way he powers up with the blue glow in his eyes and the floating debris is what sells this clip. It completely reframes the fight. Scavenger went from losing on the ground to controlling the environment, and you feel that shift the moment the scrap starts lifting. Connor's movement when he's pushing forward through the bolts can look a bit stiff, but we'll fix that in the final result. For our last clip, again, save video 3 as the reference. Every other reference and setting stays the same. I'll just switch the emotions. Connor to rage and Scavenger to terror. The power has shifted again, and the emotions need to reflect that completely. Let's generate.
Should have stayed down.
That final shot is everything. The moment the blue light transfers to Connor's palm, the whole sequence pays off. The core was always going to end up with him, and watching it happen feels earned because we built to it across 4 clips. And his confident expression when he delivers the line is exactly like a scene from an actual film.
Should have stayed down.
That's what writing the story first actually does for you. It's not just planning, it's the reason the ending hits. The last thing left is putting all of our clips in order and seeing what the full sequence actually looks like. I'm using CapCut for this, but any editor you're comfortable with works fine. The assembly itself is straightforward, because the continuity we built through the video reference system means the cuts are going to feel natural. Import all 4 clips and arrange them in order. From there, trim any dead frames at the start or end of each clip, tighten the cuts so the action flows without pause, and let the audio from each clip carry the energy through the transitions. If you want to, add a music layer underneath. Something with a slow build that peaks around video 3 works really well with this kind of sequence. And here's the final video.
Stay down. Try this. Should have stayed down.
This is so satisfying to watch. What makes this work isn't any single step in isolation. It's the combination of writing the story, building all the assets, using video references to chain the clips together, and letting the emotion settings handle the character work so you're not trying to describe everything through the prompt alone. Each piece supports the next, and the result is a sequence that holds together in a way that most AI video content just doesn't. And with this workflow, you can create your own AI fight scenes with any story you want using Higgsfield. So if you want to get started, use the link in the description to sign up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.